All right, gotta adjust my phone here for a minute because I had a load up issue there for a minute that just wouldn't work for some reason. I had to basically reboot the phone. Anyway, yeah, I'm deciding to leave live streams. I know I said this many times before and I keep coming back on, but no, dead serious this time. We gotta leave because again, there's just no point in doing the live streams anymore. We're getting that publicity that we need. So we're gonna keep it to the mashups. That's what I'm gonna do. Probably shoot some videos in between that, but do the mashups only. Because secondly, we don't need to do lives anymore. I got people now coming down to the office to check out the new products. So that means that all this advertising we do, live streaming stuff, is not necessary anymore. I did live stream, and the whole purpose of my live streams were to back my products up. Because I'm online, I'm selling my items, and I'm using YouTube as a form of advertisement. And what better way to be to back your stuff up than to do all your demonstrations live? That's what I did. Did a lot of live streams. So, kind of hard to fake a live demonstration from the door. So I was easily able to do that with no problem whatsoever. So now that we got clients coming down to the office, we don't need it anymore. We're done. We got people that have come down to the office, they know the location, they can come down and see the technology. We're done. That's it. That's it. That's the end of it. So yeah, we got it. I got enough people talking about my stuff, where it needs to be at. And these are people who have the ability to put my technology where it needs to be at. People that when they speak things, they're connected to other people, connected to other organizations, that can put our technology where it needs to be at. And that's how the fellow found out about us. Somebody who came to the office, who saw it, talked about it, and that's how we came up. So why would I have to do any more streams to back anything up? Thank you. So that ends it right there. So we don't do any more backing up stuff. I'm so glad. I'm so sick and tired of backing up stuff after we back it up just to win the win vote of all the testing that we do more than anybody else. We have to go through the most scrutiny for our products, and that's about to change. We can literally go business to business now. We have that option. It's there. It's right there. Because now, once that guy comes in, we do his whole setup. It's going to start a truckload of companies coming in to the office to arrange setups and payments for us to start going out and converting the screens over to Black Technology. But because I have customers who supported us and had our back from day one, I'm going to continue to make the products available for the customer base. But we do have that option for B2B. But because of my customers who supported us, we are going to make sure our products are available for those customers who need it. Man, it feels great to finally hit that plateau. It feels fantastic. Finally, I want to get the recognition for the hard work I put in for so many years. So many years. To have companies now come down to where the office is at. That's why everything happens for a reason. It's meant for us to be at the garage. All this connected together. The garage, connecting here, then from here, having a place that we can have people come in and see the technology. And you've seen the haters. The haters tried everything they could to try to disrupt. But I got a message for you haters out there. You know what's going to happen, right? You already know. I don't got to say much. You know it's going to come for you. You already know. You put your hands out in the window, and the window's going to come down and shut your fingers in. You already know what's going to happen to you. So I don't got to say much about that. Other than that, we hit our plateau. So once we do this setup and we're good to go, we got other places we're going to be working on all through the city, and we're good to go. And you really got to stop crying about my PCs. Gee whiz Louise. Seriously, I'm out here making business moves. Just came back from looking at another building that I'm thinking about renting out of. And you guys are still crying over the PC? Gee whiz. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean by sad individuals who got nothing better to do with their time. You're so sad. Unbelievable. My goodness. That's just pitiful. You do know that whole setup involves an $8,000 gaming screen, right? That's what it's for. That's what we're engineering the whole setup for. That's why we're putting all that in there. The main attraction is not the PCs. The main attraction is the glass that's sitting on top of it that allows us to do the visual effects through the PC. And you're still crying about that. See, this is what I mean at the end of the day. That when I see this kind of activity and energy, it just tells me that you're going nowhere. That's where you're going, nowhere. I'm about to become rich. That technology is going to push me on every level. I just got to simply just write a K in the middle of a screen, and only our technology reads on any projector. So that tells you right there from the door, we can show outstanding results. And all these screens and all these buildings, all these office buildings have white screens. We're going to have a field day in there. Wait till we hit the school district with that technology. We're going to have a ball. And then explaining to them how easy it is to code it is, no complicated instructions, reading to everybody else's stuff. You got these real complicated instructions in there. Yeah. Got to wait for the screen to level off and even out and whatever that nonsense is. I've never been through that before. And try to make the product sound complicated because they figured it'd sound more technical. No, it sounds a headache. IKEA furniture is a headache to put together. People don't sit there and go, Joy, I love putting together IKEA furniture. There are jokes about IKEA's furniture. The log cabin joke was the most funniest one I've seen. Big pile of wood outside, and somebody said they must have ordered a log cabin from IKEA. If you ever did IKEA furniture before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't, and then you have to buy some furniture to know what I'm talking about. But they make good furniture, don't get me wrong. It's just a freaking pain in the neck. You just pay the $70. Let them do it. I had a guy in line laugh at me about paying $70. So you'll find out. You'll figure it out. Don't forget to sign that contract at the bottom of the freaking box. Jeez. A sofa, and some cabinets. Man, I feel like signing my life away. Why so many pieces? I thought I was putting together a Lego set. But anyway, neither here nor there. I'm happy, people. I got exactly what I asked my Lord for at the end of the day. I asked him to bring someone to see our technology, to get our technology on that next level. And we got it. So there's been a lot of chatter. On top of that, I got 16 on my PC right now of companies we can call and contact, and we can get grants. We can get all kinds of stuff we need. Anything we need to get our company off the ground. And they've never seen a black screen paint. Ever. Now, for those of you online, and this is what I mean by we don't need to be on live anymore. Those of you online that are talking about how you're making this black paint to compete with us, why would we care? You won't be making the money we make. You don't have the contracts we have at the end of the day. Heck, your stuff's not even tested yet. So you can't get where I'm at. To get where I'm at takes years of hard work. You don't get that overnight. You just seen Danny try to do that nonsense. How well did that work out for him? He's got a website, some businessman. He's got a website he's paying on that he can't pay money off of. That's not even a business, man. He's losing money. The object in business is to make money, not to lose money. You're paying on a website that you can't make money off of. He has it there for the sake of just saving face by saying that, hey, I'm still here. Yeah, you're still here, but you're not making any money. And your products, even if you sell any of that stuff on the website, you run the risk of getting a lawsuit or getting hit with what they call a consumer fraud. You can't back that gain range up. Any company that decides, hey, let's get some kicks and giggles today. Let's take this guy to court and see if he can do it. You can't do it. But you're more than welcome to take my company to court, Rogers, on any of my game that I develop. Knock yourself out. Go ahead. What about that Sun Fusion Energy game? Take me to court on that and say that doesn't work. Of course you don't. Because you know my stuff works, and that's what burns him up. That he couldn't do it, we could. But if I sat there and told you that black technology takes a while to do, it does. And you go. Can't make it overnight. Freaking wannabes. That's why you're where you're at now, where I'm about to be at. Your product never took off. Jamie even tried to make it, he failed. Oh, that's great. Coming from a person at the end of the day can't make great paint correctly. That's fantastic. Can't make my own product right, but I'm trying to make somebody else's product. Yeah, it just sounds like we're genius move right there. So that's it. I'm done. I don't have to back up any more stuff. That's it. Finished on that. But I will tell you one thing. They are going to be online, so you know that. I told you that I've hired some people. They are going to be lying. And they're going to be hunting and looking and searching to find anybody who makes any statements about us. So that way we can get the law firm we hired to serve you for court, get you ready for court, so we can get in the process of lawsuits. Now, if you did anything where we can get you on a criminal charge, we'll file that too, because these lawsuits go up in court. If the judge feels that there's an area in there where we can file some criminal charges, they'll ask us, and we're definitely going to say yes. So that's what you do. Sit back and cry like you usually do, and just let it be. That's what you do. Because you can't compete with their technology. We already know that from the door. Slaughtered enough of you guys in the process. I'm done. I beat everything I need to see. I'm done. I can see why the certified screens at the end of the day don't care. I can see why they don't care too much about our demonstrations. You know why? Because they're making the money already. Why would they care? They're on vacations, they got good money, they're doing this, they're doing that. So why would they care? And if we were to basically collide and take out their products, they still got money. They've been here for years. The lead has been here literally for years. They can have a customer base so embedded, even if our technology proves it's better, the loyalty will still be there. We just want to show we're better. I'm not worried about taking them out because I don't care about that part. I just want to show that I'm better than they are. I'm definitely not doing this hill. So they're going to make money regardless. They couldn't care less about my demonstrations at the end of the day. It may pop up and a little bit here and there, but that's it. They're making their money. When they first started their company, yeah, that would have been a conflict back and forth. But now that they're already well established, already well embedded, no. The only thing that may disrupt them is that technology that reads sunlight. And the only thing that'll come out of that is basically like, hey, you want to do something where we can do a partnership or whatever? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I may. When you think about it, it's money. That's what that comes down to, it's money. I'm going to chew on this stoop for a little bit. I never sit down here. I saw myself come down here and sit down for one day. I never come down here and sit down. Now I'm down here sitting down. Yeah, I just don't want to do lives anymore. It's unnecessary. I mean, we're not going to do the PC builds. Let the builder stuff be done, get it set up, and move on. And we don't have to prove anything no more. I'm done. I proved everything I want to prove. And if you feel online that you don't want to buy it, then fine, don't buy it. I got companies that'll buy it. I got plenty of people I'll be pumping through my showrooms. People will be coming through my office to see the technology that'll buy it. If you want to believe whatever you want. Doesn't make a difference to me. As long as we got people that are coming in to check out that technology, that's all that matters. I can basically drop my online. If we push it, we want to push it, we can literally remove all websites if we want to. But no, websites are advertising for our technology. Again, I'm going to continue to support my customers who supported us. People that were there for our company, we're going to continue to support and make better products. But we don't have to back anything up anymore. We hit that. We're good. So that's the difference between a guy sitting out there every day on the corner, beating on a drum or a can and out there singing. He got to do that every single day. But one day, someone's going to come along and see that and say, that's money right there. I'm going to invest in that. Now he got himself a nice little contract, this, that, and the other. But he still ain't going to see that money yet. He'll see that money once he goes on tour. Once he goes on tour, he's good. He don't care about the people that when he was out there singing for those pennies, he don't care about the people that were laughing. He don't care about the people who said he wasn't going to be anything or he wasn't going to do this and do that and his life was nothing but a pipe dream. He didn't care about that. He cared about that at that particular time. But now he's out there doing his thing. He hit his plateau. He don't care. He can make all the comments you want at the end of the day. He don't care. And we're at right now, we did all that just to back our products up. We don't care what people think, but we did it to back our products up. That's why we did so many live demonstrations to back that our stuff is real. So now that I got people coming to the office, and that are talking about the product now, this means at the end of the day, this is the beginning of our new adventure. I can't wait. So we don't have to do any more lives. No more backing anything up anymore. Because they can come in and see it themselves. It's very hard to sell a product online. It's very, very hard to do. People have to see something that they can't actually see. That's why we had to do all this testing. That's what all the testing was for. Not only to back our products up, but to basically show that the product does work. A lot of work. Those matching betters, that we can put tests out there and have other people try to do it and watch them fail. Watch them make excuses for something they can't do. That took a lot of time. So now that we finally got the contracts we needed, we don't have to worry about that no more. Because now we got people that can come in and see the technology right offhand. They can come right there and see it. And that's why God worked everything out. He lined everything up perfectly for what we needed. When Jamie was on his channel, because we were in the garage screaming and yelling, oh, this is what his life came down to. See, this is what I tell you, that's a very dangerous thing to do. You don't know my God. You don't know his plans he has for us. You don't know anything. You're just in there ranting and carrying on because the devil's telling you to do so. So all that you said that I did came down to that. I'm about to be contracted with major contracts. I'm about to become extremely rich. Your outcome, the very thing you said about me, literally happened to him now. It did happen to him. It happened to him. Yep, all those statements people make, it's happening to them because that's what happens. Yeah, all that work I put in, I'm about to become rich. I got so many companies right now in my account right now that I haven't had time to get to reach out to go down and do demonstrations, to paint those screens up. I got so many people in the account. I got people helping me out as we speak, sending leads, updates, companies, anything we need to our account to help us to grow. As I said before, my main goal is when I get done is to push a lot of our money back into Allentown, to build Allentown up bigger and better, to put more funding into helping other people out. That's what I'm doing with it. And most of all, I let people know at the end of the day, it's my Lord and Savior who gets the credit for all things. So do you think at the end of the day you're going to block that? That's not going to happen. All right, people. Well, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. We're still making products for our customers, and we always will. We'll keep that going with no problem whatsoever. No matter what, we're always going to support our customers. And for you naysayers at the end of the day, we'll see you in court. Yep, I'm definitely going to see each and one of you in court. I will plan to. I put it in God's hands, and God made it known that we are going to see each and every one of you in front of a judge. Yeah. Thank you, Lord, for bringing our enemies to justice. I'm so happy about that. So we're just going to do mashups. That's it. If you watch, you watch. You don't, you don't. It's up to you. You know what I mean? But we're still good because, again, like I said, we got these showrooms going to be coming up, and I'm going to have people coming in to see this technology, and I cannot wait. All right, got to go. Thank you all for your time.